Welcome back to Studio A on this magnificent Monday. You know, it's a fact women pay more than men do for just everyday stuff like razors and haircuts on average. But the real shocker, prices are 7% higher for women on hundreds of items. The only difference? A purple swirl. We'll explain about the packaging. Joining us today to avoid the pink tax, Nick Foulks from Drake and Associates. Thank you, Nick, for being here so much.
Always a pleasure.
This is great. Some of this came as a huge surprise to me, others not so much. Let's just jump right in to some of these products that women are really paying more for.
Yeah, there was a study that was done by the NYC Consumer Affairs, and they looked at 800 different products, and they were trying to figure out, is there a discrepancy between what men are paying and what women are paying? And they found that, yes, there absolutely is, and a lot of it has nothing to do with the product itself. It has to deal with the packaging and the market costs of what they're spending on each item.
Yeah, and it's like we never get a break either. There's like nothing out there that women are going to pay. So this came as a surprise to me. Let's start with toys.
Yeah, one of the most popular things that was seen inside of this report was this comparison of these two scooters. And I had to laugh when I saw it because I actually own the scooters. Actually, as a family, there's a red scooter for a boy and a pink scooter for a girl. And now I have two girls at home.
They look just alike as we see them on the full screen right there.
They're going to look identical.
Okay.
But the red scooter for the boy, it's $24.99. The pink scooter, everything exactly the same plastic, no hydraulics or anything built into that, $49.99.
Are you kidding?
No. But here's an update. A representative from the store said that after this article came out, they actually did change the price back down to $24.99.
Are you kidding me?
So, yeah.
You held them on task.
Yeah, there
wow.
You go.
You know, on average, though, the largest discrepancy was really in the helmets and the knee pads, the elbow pads, and all that for the girls. Is this the same thing where we want the pink pads for them and all that other stuff?
Yeah, it's the coloring and the imaging. You can look at it as kind of specialty branding. There's a lot of things for boys that look more generic, and there's a lot of things that for girls are more specialty branding. So they put that pink in it, they put those swirls in it, they put those colors in it, and now it's going to have a little bit more of an upcharge. The
one that you see on the left side of your screen, $14.99, that pink version, $27.99, just for that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's huge. So again, what would be the upside? I mean, how do you deal with this? You have a daughter. How do you say, you don't need the pink one, honey, just take the gray generic?
Exactly.
What's the conversation?
Well, okay, prime example. There's hair care products was another one of the big ones they hit.
Okay.
So I brought in some samples for us to be able to kind of see here.
Okay.
You have two of the exact same ingredients, but one has a very pretty bottle and one has a very generic bottle. And they're going to accomplish the exact same task. But one of them is going to cost you $1.97, and one's going to cost you $2.88.
Let me guess. The purple swirl that we were talking about, can you guys see this? This purple swirl on the swab? That's going to cost me almost $1 more.
Almost $1 more.
And I love me a purple swirl, but come on.
Exactly. So sometimes if you can have the conversation that it's not so much about what the packaging shows, but what the ingredients are, if it's going to accomplish the exact same task, then it's the best route to do is to figure out what is the most financially efficient manner in which you can do that.
A hard sell, though, when it comes to deodorant. So if this were reversed and your wife said, Nick, honey, could you just go ahead and sprinkle on a little of My Dove with the white packaging and the magenta foo-foo logo, would you do it?
Well, first of all, from a financial perspective, I would have to say, honey, you're willing to pay $4.88 for your deodorant, but my deodorant, which actually has more in it, typically a half an ounce more, costs less than that. It costs only $3.97. So I think that it financially makes sense for me to get the men's deodorant.
So the men's deodorant is half of this.
Yeah, so the men's deodorant is only going to cost you $3.97, and the woman's was $4.88, but you also have an additional half ounce of deodorant inside of the men's as well. So not only does it cost less, but you actually have more of the product to use.
Biggest question of the day, will I grow facial hair if I start using men's deodorant?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't see any correspondence to it.
Okay, good to know. I'm on it. Razors we know about, definitely better razors for men, but yet these with the fancy packaging are going to cost us more.
Yeah, well, as much shaving as I have to do, I knew a thing or two about razors. But this was so interesting because if we look at this, the packaging looks so pretty in comparison to this generic looking packaging. However, if you look, they're both simple single blade razors, both going to accomplish the exact same task, except one is going to be all yellow razors. The other one has different colors or soft colors for the razors. But here's the interesting thing. You're going to pay more for that pink packaging, and you have 2 razors less than what you have in the generic men's packaging.
2 more I want to quick get to before we run out of time. Adult clothing. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, women pay a lot more for adult clothing. They did a study, for example, Levi's jeans. They showed that a male for Levi's jeans the cost was $68. A woman, same style, is costing her $88 for the same
jean? Yeah. And there's less material.
And less material. And in shirts, women on average pay 15% more for their shirts than men do. So a little bit of an upcharge there.
We cannot get a break. Last one, which really surprised me, because you're getting to a sticky area here, mortgages. How do women pay more for mortgages when statistically we earn less than men?
Yeah, that statistically women do earn less than men, and they pay more for their mortgage. The stats show us that it's about 0.4% more, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you take that over 30 years, that's thousands of dollars that have been added onto your mortgage. The reason is not necessarily any type of sexism or anything like that. It's just that women buy a lot of mortgages based off relationships. So it's not searching for what's the best rate. It's who do they have a recommendation from.
Is that right?
And so it's relationship based, whereas a lot of men are simply about the numbers.
So if a woman walk in and they want a mortgage, that's not going to do any good for the husband to say, well, I'll take this over. It depends on who they're going to is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's all about who are you going with, what company. So there's great tools out there to help you do some research for what's going to be the best fit for you mortgage-wise.
Nick, you are the best. You're always full of knowledge, and I'm switching gear because of you. We love you.
Dove is good, I guess. I heard good things.
Thank you for your help today. Studio A's coming